Ebon Coast Part 2. After you do the harmonics, alright, so we're going to be focusing on kind of like the soloing part today. Make sure you're good at fingerstyle picking if you want to, like the whole, if you want to be good at this. Otherwise, it's going to be pretty hard to learn how to play fingerstyle and this song at the same time. Anyways, moving on. Open low E, and then slide middle finger from the 2nd fret on the G string to the 4th fret. Open E, slide with the middle finger, and then with the index finger, 3rd fret on the B string, and then 1st fret on the B string, open. Okay, but it starts to get a little bit tricky. After you play this, you're gonna slap, and that slap is just like you were doing in the intro, kind of like a chuck sound. Just slapping this these bottom 2 strings. Just get that sound. So, damn it, you can't see my finger when I slap. And then you're going to do the same thing, except instead of going to the 1st fret, you're going to go to the 5th fret of the B string with your pinky finger. And then after you play this, you're going to go 2nd fret of your high E string. You're going to hammer on with your middle finger to the 3rd fret. So, and then play the 5th fret of the high E, and then go to the 3rd fret of the B, and then play the high E open. So, and then you're gonna play kind of this chord, and what this is just your ring finger on the G string 5th fret and your pinky finger on the B string 5th fret. So it's gonna be and then next you play a chord. So this chord's gonna be this shape. And what that is it's your middle finger on the low E 7th fret, and your ring finger on the G string 7th fret, and your pinky finger on the B string 7th fret, and this index finger comes and goes on the high E 5th fret. So you have a chord that sounds like. So, oh, sorry, I messed up that chord, never mind. It's the same chord that I just showed you, except you're going to move it down, these 2 fingers down, so it's going to be on the D, G, so it's going to be low E 7th fret, and then D string 7th fret, G string 7th fret, and index finger on the 5th fret of the B string. So you're gonna have a chord that looks, god damn it, I can't get a good angle. Alright, you know what I mean. So you're gonna have a chord that sounds like, so when you play this, slap, that's the rhythm right there. Play this and then after that you make this shape chord I just showed you, and then you do the same thing. And when you pick this chord, it's the same as the same type of picking as you did in the harmonics in the intro. It's low E, D, and then G and B with these two fingers. So it's, and pull your fingers off, like mute the strings between the time that you play it, so it's not going to be like, it's not, it's, you do that just by releasing the pressure on the strings that you were just playing, so it should sound like. So together, what we have so far is the next part that you play is another chord, except this one's pretty easy. 7th fret on the G, put your ring finger 7th fret on the G string, and index finger 5th fret of the B string, and then pinky finger 7th fret of the high E string. So you're gonna have a chord that sounds like, and you're gonna go low E, G, B, high E. And it's not like, you kind of individually pick these top 3 strings. So it's gonna be, after you do that, slide your index finger up to the 7th fret and play 7, 8. Alright, and then you're gonna play, well, this is kind of like a little lick here. A little, like if you play the major scale, or just, it's like a little major riff. From the 7th to the 9th, put your index finger on the 7th fret of the G and hammer on to the 9th fret of the G. So it's gonna be, alright, so hammer on from the 7th to the 9th, and then hammer, it's like a double hammer on right here. Put your index finger down a string, or sorry, up a string on the B, and hammer on to the 8th and then 10th. And then play the high E 7th fret and then the B on the 8th. So you have And then the next chord is just like a index finger on the 8th fret and bar the B and the high E with your index finger, middle finger on the 9th fret of the G, ring finger on the 10th fret of the D. So you're gonna have, and just play just like you did in the harmonics in the intro, just play that twice. And then moving on to a chord that you're gonna have to take a little bit of time to get. It's kind of a hard chord. It's like a C chord, except put your ring finger on the 11th fret of the low E, and your, let me get this, yeah. Okay, here's the chord. Ring finger on the 11th of the low E, middle finger on the 9th of the D string, and pinky finger on the 11th of the G string, and index finger on the 8th of the B string. So you have a chord that looks like this. Kind of tricky. Try moving your wrist in different ways if you can't stretch to get it. It sounds like this. And you're just doing the picking, except instead of going, you're picking the low E and then these strings right here. Yeah, kind of tricky. If you have some questions about that, leave a comment below if you can't get it or whatever. It took me a few, hours probably of just trying to get my fingers in that shape to get that chord fast. But what I recommend to practice playing the chords and getting them fast as a reflex is to just put your hand on your knee and put your fingers in the chord shape, put your hand on your knee, and just keep putting your hand there, and do that a few hundred times, and eventually you're gonna start getting faster at it. The guy who taught me how to play guitar actually called them knee slappers. Don't get distracted. Don't think about playing part of the others, a part of the song that you already know how to play. Just work on playing the stuff that you don't know how to know. Or, god damn it, I can't talk today. Play the stuff that you don't know how to play. Practice that stuff. There's no point in practicing the stuff that you already know how to play. Yeah. Shit, what's the next part? Okay, so all together we have I messed up on that chord shape. I haven't done this in a while. Alright, next part. Yeah, I'll cover that in the next video, but right now this video is like 15 minutes long. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to upload it, but yeah, stay tuned. I'll post another video when I guess you guys request it.